In the world. Good day to you and welcome to this broadcast. I am here live with you on LinkedIn and I'm probably going to post this to YouTube also. So if you are on YouTube, feel free to like, share and subscribe because I'm going to be talking about something that is super important. I think it's the number one question that I receive in regards to public speaking and being an online marketer. And I'm going to be talking to you about how to embody true confidence, real confidence when doing presentations. And if you are joining me live, come and say hi. Leave a comment below and leave a comment with your name if you are on LinkedIn, because it will show me numbers, but it will not show me who is watching. So if you are watching, just know that I'm not ignoring you. I'm saying hi, I'm saying good evening, I'm saying good day to you. And if you are on the replay, feel free to leave a comment and say hello so that I can greet you also. So I am Sharleen, the vocal alchemist, and my mission, my absolute mission in the world is to help you to understand how to truly be confident, how to truly activate and walk in the superpowers which are in your voice, the superpowers which are in your entire being, so that you create wealth, luxury, and visibility. For those of you who don't know, I've been a public speaker for 35 years now, and I've been a professional singer for about 2 decades, and I've sung with people such as Smokey Robinson, John Legend, and Adele, to name just a few. So I am no stranger to the camera. I'm no stranger to doing presentations, speaking publicly, and I started this business actually with 7 live streams. This business where I'm serving business owners and public speakers, just 7 live streams, which did really, really well and started my business so that I could be visible and serve people in the process. So if you are here, get on in here, say hi. You are so welcome in this space. And I want to establish that this space is an absolute space of love. It's a space of truth. It's a space of freedom and confidence. And everything that I am saying here today is designed to help you to take it all in and to set you free. So wherever you are in the world, wherever you are listening to this, feel free to listen with a soft belly, no tension in the body, and just allow what I'm about to say to just get in you. Okay? All right. So this topic, this question came up from somebody who DM'd me asking, what is the key to real confidence? What is that key? And before we get into that, I'd like to also just say, because, people talk about their bios all the time. I did this and that, and I was a public speaker, and I sang for this, la, la, la. But let me tell you something. Let me give you the real tea, okay? In my years doing background vocals for these amazing artists, I've been on people's albums, I've toured the world. I was not a confident woman. I wasn't. And I knew the art of fake it till you make it. I knew the art of practicing, looking like you're scared, looking like you're not scared, I'm sorry, when you really are scared. I knew the art of that. And the beautiful thing about self-development and growth is that I was hungry for something different. I was hungry for something else. I was hungry for me. And I was hungry to not do the things that I really wanted to do, which was speak and sing without that feeling in the solar plexus where it tightens, where it clenches, or the heart is beating out of the chest, or the throat is tight, or the solar plexus is hot, and everything's just tense, and you're just a hot, tense mess. And, you do your thing and you get through it, and, you got sweaty armpits and stuff, and it's good, but I wished for something more. I wished for relaxation and serenity and true confidence. So I went on my quest to find out how to do that. And I'm so grateful for the teachers that I've had. I'm so grateful that I was courageous and willing to go where I have never gone before. So I'm going to be sharing some nuggets with you that I have learned, but also all of the things that I'm saying to you, I practice them myself. I'm not a leader who doesn't lead where I'm not willing to go. I'm not speaking in theory. This is not hypothesis. This isn't conjecture. It's not any of those things. This is the truth, the absolute truth that is going to set you free. And I really hope that you can take on board some of these things so that they can make a real difference in your life. But these things require facilitation, right? These things require facilitation. They require you to have an eye on you, to see what you cannot see, so that you can apply the things that I'm about to say in a way that actually benefits you and in a way that makes a difference. In this business space, in this social media space, you are not short of information. Technology has afforded you the luxury of information as soon as you pick up your smartphone. This is not that. This is not information. This is truth that will be transformative if you allow it to be. Okay? So, the first truth about embodying true and real confidence as a presenter, as a keynote speaker, as an online marketer, wherever you speak publicly, is this. When you're doing presentations, throw survival in the trash. Throw it in the bin. And when I say survival, I'm talking about, I've got to do this because I want to get promoted. I should do this because then they'll think well of me. I must do it like that because I want my peers to congratulate me. I want them to think that I am competent and capable and eligible for this promotion opportunity, whatever role that you want to get. I need you to throw that in the trash. When it comes to presentations, it comes down to really looking for the joy in what it is that you are doing. Look for the joy, and you may be presenting something that isn't particularly of super interest to you. Find something about this opportunity that you've been given to present to your team, to leaders at a conference, wherever you are presenting. Find the joy in what you are doing and take your eye off of the outcome and stay present. Stay in the moment. Do not allow your mind, and the mind is such a tricky place sometimes. The mind will have you trying to project into the future, which causes anxiety. If I do this, then I really hope that I get, right? That causes anxiety. If you're focused on the past, it's hard to create something new because the past has you believing that it's never going to be any different. That if you fumbled in the past, then, oh my God, I'm going to fumble again. If you stammered, if you stuttered, if you stumbled, if you froze, oh my God, it's going to be that again. Or even if you did super, super well, oh, it's going to be that again. The past causes stagnation. Focusing on the past causes stagnation in your creative abilities to actually create something else, something new, to go beyond where you went the last time, to create something that you didn't create the last time. And none of these things can be achieved if you are in survival mode and reactivity. So let me tell you the secret. Reactivity, I should, I gotta, I must, I should, I gotta, I must, I need to. All of these reactive statements, that is what really causes nervousness in the system. It's one of the ways that causes nervousness in the system, because your body is being pulled in all these different places, or should I say the mind is, and then it pulls the body in all of these different spaces of I should, I've gotta, I must, rather than staying present. Presence creates calm. Presence creates focus, and presence is created by a decision based on what do you value in terms of your emotions, your feelings, your state of being. whilst you are doing the thing that you are doing? What is your valued feeling, your valued state of being? And this brings me to my next point. If you've heard me speak for any length of time, you may have heard me speak about the voice as a boomerang of intention. You get to intentionize your voice with you get to put your intentions on your voice, intentionize it, and send it out as a boomerang of creation. You can even do this ahead of your presentation. You can close your eyes and visualize the conference hall, the boardroom, wherever you are speaking, and send your voice out from your mind with intentions. What do you want it to create and bring back to you? And you can do all of these things by being present, being intentional about what it is that you desire to create. Now, I do not recommend that your intention is to focus on the results, to focus on the outcome. My recommendation to you is to set your intention based upon your values. What is it that you value feeling? So do you value feeling relaxed, calm, full of authority? Do you value feeling good? Just for the sake of it, you can set an intention that your voice will be sent out into the atmosphere and return back to you with all of these good feelings, all of these matches in terms of your values in the form of emotions that you will feel good, that you will feel calm, and that you will feel relaxed. Okay? Point number 3. I was going to go on to the fourth one, but let me stick with point number 3, actually. If you desire to embody true confidence, and by the way, I hope that what I'm saying is clear. If it's not clear, put it in the chat. Ask me your questions. Let me know if you're picking up what I'm putting down, because it's important that you get this, okay? So just to reiterate, set an intention that you will feel according to what your values are. I value relaxation. I value luxuriousness. I value that feeling. That it's a bountiful, full feeling. And so this is what I set my intentions to be. And it's not about focusing on the results, because the results are out of your hands. And if you're focusing on the future, it creates anxiety. If you're focusing on the past and what you achieved in the past and that you want it to be the same again, excuse me. Excuse me. If you're focusing on the past, it creates stagnation. All right. So it's important to stay present. So point number 3 is, if you desire to embody true confidence, then you are going to have to sacrifice something. And this is the biggest, most foundational thing that I see presenters, speakers, online marketers really struggle with. And it's this. I can't be confident if people don't like me. I can't be confident if they don't validate me, if they don't endorse me, if they don't congratulate me. And I definitely cannot be confident if they judge me. You're going to have to sacrifice that, my love, for what it is that you truly value. This is why it's important to know what your values are. Because if you value relaxation, if you value being calm, you cannot have that and worry about what people think. It's impossible. The brain either works in the realm of fear or in the realm of love. It does not know how to do both. It's like a light switch. It's either on or off, fear or love or fear. And so you're going to have to decide that people are not a source of love for you. People are not a source of hate or judgment for you. And let me explain to you what I mean. The real fear, when people fear judgment and they're afraid of what people think, what they're really saying underneath all of that is, I'm afraid that if I put myself out there and there is a spotlight on me or a focus on me, I'm afraid that I won't receive love. Because judgment is the antithesis of love. Judgment cuts the legs off of love. And that is what a lot of you believe and think and fear, that you are not loved, that you are not lovable. And what I'm saying is, people are not the source of love for you. People express love to you if they want to. And this is the thing about freedom and choice. People can express their love for you or their hatred towards you if they want to. It's their choice. You now get to make a choice. And for some of you, what I'm feeling, for some of you, it's not as extreme as that. For some of you, you want the validation, the affirmation, you want the confirmation that you did a good job, and we're going to get into that in a second, that your higher ups, that they esteem you, that your peers esteem you. And so it's not a case of necessarily worrying about judgment, but you want that esteem. And wanting that esteem and that validation that's coming from the outside of you will always create insecurity, always. And so the answer is, you must be prepared to sacrifice. So remember, I said to you that people are not a source of love for you. I'm going to tell you what is. If you've heard me speak for any length of time, I don't compartmentalize spirituality. I don't compartmentalize those things in regards to spiritual growth, personal growth, growth in terms of power, growth in terms of authority. They're one and the same to me. And what that means is that there is a divine source, whether you call it your higher self, whether you call it Allah, whether you call it the universe, there is a divine source. And this is where love comes from. But the source of love actually isn't as important as your choice, because the divine can love on you all the divine wants to. It can lavishly pour love onto you, all the divine wants to. But what it comes down to is your choice to receive that love, occupy it, understand that everything about you was created in love. Everything about you was. It's the reason why you are here. It's your primary purpose, is to know yourself as love, is to be in a space of love, to express love, to receive love. It's your primary purpose. And so when you understand that people aren't the source of love, they can just add stuff like a bonus, or they can not add stuff as a bonus. And here's the thing. Remember, I spoke to you about fear and love being switches. It's either fear or it's love. When you decide to choose you, and you're not waiting for your peers, your higher ups, your employers to choose you, you create a powerful bond with yourself of self-trust, of self-certainty, of self-knowing that no matter what happens, whether they approve of you or not, whether they promote you or not, whether they esteem you or not, you are still esteemed because you've chosen yourself. And if they are so mean to be judgmental out loud, people aren't usually that impolite, but if they ever were to be judgmental or critical of you, your choice to understand and know how loved you are is like the cement in between the bricks of you being built, that nothing can come in. And you can create boundaries, beautiful boundaries of about what you will take on in your space. Let me just say this, because the next point actually is about boundaries. If you've been following me on Clubhouse, and I suggest that you do, I do weekly rooms all about speaking with power and confidence, right? And one metaphor that I like to give to people is that creating boundaries for yourself is like being in the vault of the Bank of England or the Royal Mint of whatever country that you are occupying as you watch this broadcast. And I want you to imagine that you are in this vault, and I've spoken about this in a previous live stream before. I want you to imagine that you are in this vault, and you know those big wheels that they have on the outside of these doors, in the form of the thing that locks and unlocks the door and anti-clockwise to unlock it or whatever, right? And so you put in the pin and then you unlock the door. It's a giant wheel with spokes on it, and okay, so now you're in. You've opened the door and now you are in. And all you see is the gold, bars after bars after bars, rows after rows of gold. Now, I want you to imagine that you are stepping into this vault, and I want you to close the door behind you. Don't worry, it's well ventilated, all right? And it's well oxygenated. And I just want you to look at these gold bars. I want you to notice how the gold reflects onto your skin, onto your face. I want you to notice the aura and the glow of the room. I just want you to notice it. This vault is you. These gold bars are your wisdom, your knowledge, your value. That's what these gold bars represent. You locking the door behind you, turning the wheel, the giant wheel, the other way, and locking this door are your boundaries. No one gets in. Nobody. Nobody's opinions, nobody's judgments, nothing. Unless they are on your council, your chosen council, to give you advice for this sort of thing. Everybody else doesn't come in. But more importantly, you do not step out. And when I say you do not step out, you step out by wondering, what are people thinking of me? I wonder if they like that line. Oh, that didn't get the laugh that I expected it to get. Am I bombing? Like, all of these thoughts is you stepping out of your boundaries, stepping out of your vault, wondering, worrying, what are people thinking about me? And when you step out of your vault, guess what happens? Your focus isn't on your gold bars anymore. You're not even focused on your value. You're not focused on your intentions. You're not focused on how you want to feel during this presentation. You've given your power away. You've stepped away from the gold. You're no longer lit up from the inside with all of your knowledge, all of your wisdom and experience and the reason why you're doing this, which is to really experience yourself as powerful. Remember, the outcome takes care of itself. And so you've stepped out of your vault. So don't do that. Stay inside the vault. Boundaries. We live in a society where there are no boundaries at all. People think they can come onto your status, your post, and say whatever the heck they want to say. And one of my teachers taught me one of the greatest principles, that your space online is your digital real estate. It is your front room. Nobody gets to just come on to your space in your comments section to say what they want to say. You can delete and block and move on. You don't even have to debate them. And when it comes to giving presentations, whether it's on Zoom, whether it's in real life, you get to practice not taking negativity on, whether it's your own fearful, critical voice or other people's. And let me just tell you a secret, another secret. People are usually afraid of criticism and judgment because it's a mirror and an echo of your own critical and judgmental voice towards yourself. When you are not judgmental and critical towards yourself, it's much easier to live your life like it never occurred to you that someone would actually judge you. Do you see how powerful you are? If you're in the comments and you can see how powerful you are to create resistance and obstacles or to create a free flow of ease, I just want you to put in the chat, yes, I can see it. because you actually can project all of this stuff on other people. They're going to judge me. What will they think of me? But the only reason why you're worried is because some of those things you actually agree with deep down. And the real work is to make a different choice and to make a different decision. That this thing, this judgment, I no longer agree with. What I am choosing is to love myself. And that includes how I speak to myself. That includes how I see myself. That includes how I am going to interact with this opportunity that I have been given to present to this company, to present to these people. Which brings me on to my next point. And it's all about authority. And in the public speaking space, this topic of authority comes up over and over again. And I want to say this to you. Remember I said to you right in the beginning to throw survival in the trash. I should, focusing on the outcomes, and I need to do this because I need the presentation. I need to do that for employees or employers to esteem me, right? I said to you right off the bat, throw that in the trash, okay? What I also want you to be aware of when it comes to authority, and this is a good one. This is a good one, guys. Your superiors, the people you're about to do a deal with, your higher ups, the CEOs of these corporations, they are not the ones that give you the opportunities. I'm just going to let that sit and land for a second. You have been taught that the authority is outside of you. You have been taught that if you do a good job, like a good girl or a good boy, then you're going to get a pat on the head and a well done. Come into this elevated position. For some of you, your thoughts aren't as extreme. You just want to impress. You want to prove because you believe that this opportunity is coming from them. It's not coming from them. Beloved, you need to understand what's happening on an energetic level because all opportunities come through you. They come from your being. They come from you not being resistant. They come from you allowing abundance to overflow and overtake you through choice. This is where your opportunities come from. It just so happens that in this particular instance, the opportunity has a face in the form of this leader, this employer, whoever it may be. But love, it's just a face. The real opportunity comes from you. So you're in your vault. The door is locked and closed. You do not cross the line by worrying, wondering, what do people think? You've made an agreement with yourself. You made a choice that your inner voice is going to reflect the love that is true, the love that is truly yours, the love that you have truly chosen. Do not step out of your vault of value by giving your power away to authority or to people that have authority with a face. Do not do that. Keep your authority. It's all in your vault. I want you to sit on top of your gold bars. Sit on top of them and declare yourself the king and the queen of all of the gold bars that you survey. You do not need permission. You do not listen. And let me just say this. It may seem as if they are in charge. It may seem as if without their say-so, you won't get ahead. It's not true. The beautiful thing about being a freeway of opportunity, meaning that that opportunity flows through your being because you're the creator of your life, nobody else is, right? The beautiful thing about that is that even if you were denied this promotion or said this opportunity will not come in this form, knowing that you have the authority as the creator, it will come another way. This is why it's important not to get fixated on outcomes. This is why it's important to intentionalize your voice. It's important. And you can have a hands-off attitude to say, yeah, this is what I want, but this or something better. I don't know how it's going to work out, but this or something better. Opportunity comes through you. So stop giving your power away to people that you think have the final say-so. They don't. And by really embodying authority and embodying authority and not leaking power by thinking, oh, they have the final say-so. The keys to my future are in their hands. The keys to your future are in yours. They are in the power of your voice, in the power of your being. Finally, the keys to embodying true confidence lies in practice. Remember I said to you, even if you do not enjoy what you are speaking about, and you may not, there's no judgment from me, all right? Find the love, find the joy somewhere. Just find it. And I want you to practice being engaged with the material. Yes, practice, but practice from the standpoint of being engaged with the material from the perspective and the position of love and joy. Remember I said to you that love, an abundance of love on the inside of you is your choice to receive. Fill yourself up with this love and let it spill over. Let it emanate in your voice in regards to your material. Even if you were speaking about stats to do with tech, find something, beloved, to be joyful about, to be in love about. For some of you, it may just be the thrill of speaking. Find something. And I'm imploring you to find something, because love is the most powerful resource that you have. Love expressed through your individuation is the most powerful thing that you have. So I think I've given 6 or 7 tips about how to embody true confidence as a speaker. You can apply these things to doing video marketing, to doing presentations. As an online marketer, you can apply these anywhere that you speak publicly. If you have questions and you don't want to leave a comment, feel free to DM me right here on LinkedIn. If you are on YouTube, leave a comment below. I'm happy to answer questions. I love questions. And I have been your vocal alchemist, here to spread the good news about what it really takes to embody true confidence as a speaker, as a presenter. If you desire to take the next step with me, the next step to really find out what these superpowers are in your voice, and you want to activate them, you want to speak with them, you want to be fire and love and truly powerful, that powerhouse that you were meant to be, then you can either comment below with the hashtag superpower or DM me with the hashtag superpower, and we'll have a conversation. All right? Have a great day. Lots of love, lots of light, and lots of power. Bye-bye.